Hey everyone, we think this is a great comment. We could not agree more. Gender is really irrelevant.
That's right. And so many of you have asked questions about C and her journey to marrying me. And so we thought we'd talk a little bit about that with you all tonight.
You know, it's funny, when I was growing up, I never thought in a million years that I would be here and married to a woman. It just never entered my mind. I just knew when I was growing up that I was going to get married and it was going to be a man and I was going to have kids, and never thought a thing about it. And then about 14 years ago, I've been divorced for 20 years. I met a woman and had a long-term relationship with her. And my mom looked at me and said, "Have you been suppressing something? Have you been hiding something from me?" I said, "No, not at all." So I was a bit surprised. Everyone around me was a bit surprised. But I'm grateful for that relationship, because if I hadn't had that relationship, I would not know that this relationship could be possible. So, you know, all roads lead you to where you are today. And what else, babe?
So baby, like when we were in the friend zone and we're doing our friend thing, at any point did you think like, I wonder if I can go further, if this could be a marriage, or do I want to just kind of keep things where they are? Like what was going through your mind?
Well, I was worried about my relationship with my mom, honestly, because the first time I dated a woman, it wasn't the best reception with my mom, and she's very important to me. So that was a concern to me. But I had been thinking about what kind of relationship was possible in my history with men, and what was missing for me was the emotional component. And because of that relationship I had prior with a woman, I realized that that's what I needed, and that's what I was missing, was the emotional component. And so I stopped worrying so much about what it looked like and what was expected of me, truly, from my friends and from my family, even if it was unspoken. And I started concentrating on what it felt like. And I knew when Tracy and I got to know one another and spent more time together and were intentional about getting to know one another, I knew without a doubt that I could have all the things I've ever wanted, and the emotional component, the consistency, the commitment, all of that I needed, and I was able to give and willing to give, was there. So it was a no-brainer from that point on.
Stay tuned for part 2.